to cover him off. Kimi Raikkonen on the inside, and he's crashed with Verstappen. He's hit Vettel as well. Raikkonen is out before the first corner, and he's gone into the Red Bull there as well. It's the second time this season.
Brilliant start from Maldonado. He's already passed Raikkonen, who's passed Kobayashi, who was a bit sluggish. And there's Lewis Hamilton slewing into the wall. And oh dear, Roman Grosjean and Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton all coming to grief at the source.
Imagine this, 20 cars racing at over 300 kilometers per hour, all packed together like sardines. Now imagine what happens when just one driver makes a mistake. Chaos, absolute chaos. Today we're counting down the top 10 most spectacular opening lap crashes in Formula One history. And trust me, number 1 will blow your mind. Let's get started. Number 10, Germany, 1994. We're kicking off at number 10 with Hockenheim, 1994. The race starts. Everything looks normal. The pack is tight, but controlled. But then they hit the Ostkurve chicane at insane speed. This is the old Hockenheim layout. Brutally fast, no room for error, one touch. That's all it takes. Cars spin, metal flies everywhere. The sound is deafening. Drivers retire instantly. No chance to continue. Among them, Jos Verstappen. Yes, Max's father. His race is over before it even began. The problem with Hockenheim was simple. Too much speed, too little runoff, too dangerous. This crash became ammunition for critics who'd been saying the track needed a redesign. And guess what? They eventually got it. The track was completely rebuilt in 2002. But here's the thing. This was just a warm-up compared to what's coming. Number 9, Brazil 2003. Number 9 takes us to Interlagos, South America, the home of Ayrton Senna. It's raining. Not just raining, it's monsoon. Water is literally running downhill like rivers. The track looks more like a swimming pool. The race starts anyway. Turn 3, flat out, left-hander, downhill. Suddenly cars start aquaplaning. Zero grip, zero control, zero chance. Mark Webber crashes hard. His car is destroyed. Race officials decide to restart. Smart move. Right. Wrong. On the restart, Fernando Alonso smashes into the debris at full speed. Nobody cleared it properly. Multiple cars destroyed. Drivers furious. Fans shocked. The race gets red flagged. Complete disaster. And here's the crazy part. There was a massive controversy over who actually won this race. The timing was all messed up. Fisichella was declared the winner, but many people think it should have been Raikkonen. But we'll save that story for another day, because what's coming next involves a flying car. Number 8, France 1989. Number 8, Paul Ricard 1989. The Paul Ricard circuit in southern France. Beautiful weather, perfect conditions. Or so everyone thought. The grid launches into a long, sweeping right-hander before the chicane. No slow zone to spread the pack out, nothing to reduce the danger. The cars are bunched together, wheel to wheel, inches apart. Mauricio Gugelmin's March clips another car. Just a small touch. And then he goes airborne. His car flips into the pack like a missile, tumbling, spinning, out of control. Metal, fire, destruction, complete carnage. Multiple cars obliterated instantly. The track is covered in debris. The race red flagged immediately. No other choice. Several teams had to use backup cars. That's how bad the damage was. But what happened next on our list was even worse. Number 7, Australia 2002. Number 7, Melbourne, Albert Park, Turn 1. This is the crash that produced one of the most iconic images in F1 history. Rubens Barrichello brakes early in his Ferrari. Engine issues, strategy. Nobody knows for sure. Behind him, Ralf Schumacher in the Williams. Michael's younger brother, Ralph's doing nearly 300 kilometers per hour. Full race pace. He's in Barrichello's slipstream. No visibility, no warning. He hits Barrichello, and then his car takes off. Like a plane. Wheels off the ground. Williams flies over the Ferrari, completely clears it, lands hard on the other side. The impact triggers an 8-car pileup. Cars spinning everywhere, debris flying. The race restarted behind the safety car. Half the grid is already done. This moment was one of the most spectacular crashes ever captured on camera. But wait, because what's coming at number 6 changed a championship forever. Number 6, Singapore 2017. Number 6, Singapore, the Marina Bay Street Circuit, night race, wet track. The lights go out. The most dangerous start combination in F1, Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Räikkönen, Max Verstappen, all three fighting for position into turn 1. Vettel squeezes Verstappen aggressively. He's defending his position hard. Kimi launches from the left with an incredible start. He's going for the gap. And then, bang! All three collide in a split second. Complete disaster for everyone involved. Kimi's car slams into Verstappen, then ricochets into Alonso. Chain reaction. Vettel spins separately and crashes into the barriers. 3 championship contenders, gone. Lap 1, all out. Lewis Hamilton inherits the lead, cruises to victory, easy win. And this crash, it basically handed Hamilton the 2017 World Championship on a silver platter. One moment, one collision, everything changes. That's Formula One. But hold on, because number 5 gets personal, really personal. Number 5, Spain 2016. Number 5, Barcelona, Catalunya circuit. The 2 Mercedes drivers, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, teammates, rivals, enemies at this point really. They'd been fighting all season. The tension was unbearable. You could cut it with a knife. Rosberg has a poor exit from turn 3, engine mode issues. He's slower than expected. Hamilton sees a gap on the inside. He's faster. He goes for it. This is his chance to take the lead on lap 1. Rosberg closes the door. Hard. No space left. Zero room. Hamilton hits the grass, loses control, spins. Both cars crash into the gravel. Both Mercedes out. Lap 1. The team's worst nightmare. The team radio is furious. Toto Wolff is screaming. Engineers are devastated. The drivers, not even talking to each other. Complete breakdown. But you know who's celebrating in the Red Bull garage? Max Verstappen, because this crash gave him his first ever Formula One victory at just 18 years old. He became the youngest winner in F1 history, all because his main rivals took each other out. Now, the top 4. This is where things get really intense. Buckle up. Number 4, Japan 1990. Number 4, Suzuka 1990. This isn't just a crash. This is personal. This is revenge. Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost. The biggest rivalry in F1 history. Maybe the biggest in all of motorsport. The championship is on the line. Winner takes all. Senna starts second. Prost starts on pole in the Ferrari. The lights go out. Senna gets a better launch than Prost. Rocket start. He dives to the inside of turn 1. Committed. No backing out. Prost turns in for the apex. He's taking the racing line. They collide. Instantly. No time to react. Both cars beached in the gravel. Race over. Championship decided. But here's the twist. Senna becomes world champion. Right there. Because of the crash. He needed Prost out to win the title. And he got exactly what he needed. But we're only getting started. Number 3, Austria 1987. Number 3, the Österreichring. Austria. The old layout. Now this was absolute madness. The track is narrow, insanely fast, downhill into turn 1 and no runoff and no escape. This is a recipe for disaster. Everyone knows it, but they race anyway. The race starts. Massive pileup. Cars everywhere. Tires flying. Metal scraping. Red flag. They restart. Another crash. Immediately. Same corner. Red flag again. They restart a third time. By now, 13 cars are already out. Gone. Finished. Done. 13. Before the race even properly started. Before a single real racing lap. F1 looked at this and said, yeah, Austria's too dangerous. We can't come back here. The track got removed from the calendar. Didn't return until 1997 as the redesigned Red Bull Ring. But even that chaos doesn't compare to what's coming. Number 2, Great Britain 1973. Number 2, Silverstone, Woodcote Corner, 1973. This is called the Monster Pileup for a very good reason. Jody Scheckter spins his McLaren right in front of the entire pack. Just loses it. Inexperience. Cold tires, high-speed corner. Cars are still at full racing speed behind him. No warning, no time. They have no chance to react. 11 cars destroyed or badly damaged. 11. Scheckter, Revson, Severt, Williamson, Ganley, Halewood, Hume, all wiped out. Half the grid, gone. Lap 1. The other drivers, absolutely furious. They wanted blood. Some confronted Scheckter after the race. Harsh words were exchanged. He got banned for the next race. The stewards had no choice. This crash changed F1. It sparked conversations about driver discipline and experience requirements. Should rookies be allowed to race immediately? Should there be more testing? These debates continue today, all because of this crash. But there's one crash that tops even this legendary disaster. Number 1 Belgium 1998. Number 1, the biggest, the most dramatic, the crash of all crashes. Spa-Francorchamps 1998, the most beautiful track yet most dangerous. It's raining, not just raining. It's apocalyptic, biblical. Visibility is near zero. Drivers can barely see their own steering wheels. The race starts anyway. David Coulthard loses control on the run to Eau Rouge. The car snaps. He smashes into the wall. Hard impact. His car bounces back onto the racing line, right in the path of everyone. And then, 13 cars pile into the wreck, one after another, like dominoes. Bang! The track is completely blocked. Cars everywhere. 13 cars gone, lap 1. The biggest pileup in modern F1 history. The race gets red flagged immediately. No other option. Some drivers are lucky to walk away. The impacts were massive. To this day, it's the biggest multi-car crash modern F1 has ever seen. Fans still call it the crash of crashes. The ultimate disaster. It had everything that could go wrong. And it all went wrong at once. So there you have it. The top 10 most spectacular opening lap crashes in Formula One history. From flying cars to championship-deciding collisions to absolute demolition derbies, F1's opening laps are where legends are made, and sometimes destroyed in seconds.